It is altcoin season, and it's especially crypto gaming altcoin season. Ultra is nicely positioned for that rally. The US token is going up massively. Let's have a look at what's driving this rally. Let's look at data that most people are not looking at. Today, Ultra went up by 35%. This week, it went up by 84%. Now, when we zoom out a little bit, we can see massive pumps and dumps. Obviously, the bear market was not so nice for a risky altcoin like Ultra. When I see charts like this of complete capital destruction, I tend to get skeptical because this hints that there might be token inflation, right? More and more supply hitting the market, potentially depressing the price even beyond what just the bear market is doing. But when we compare the price chart with the market cap chart, there isn't too much of a divergence. If there was a ton of token inflation, then the recent rally might have already generated new all-time highs in the market cap. This is not what we are seeing. But here comes the problem. Finding out the truth behind the circulating supply of Ultra isn't that easy, but more on that later in the video. Now you can already tell from the beginning of this video that I'm not just going to walk through the website and tell you the marketing jazz of the team. I'm in here for the alpha. I'm in here for the information that most people do not have access to or that most people don't look at. And so we're also not going through the white paper. There's nothing interesting here. It's all just big marketing mumbo jumbo. And finding reliable data on Ultra isn't that easy. Now, Ultra is its own blockchain. It's an EOS spin-off to a degree. And we've got explorer.mainnet.ultra.io. We can see the blocks that get mined here. Unfortunately, we don't get any statistics around the Explorer. This is very uncommon. We only have listed data. We don't have any charts. We can actually not see how much this blockchain is used. I'd like to see the number of transactions over time. I'd like to see the total value locked over time. I'd like to see the number of active wallets over time or the number of newly created wallets. I couldn't find anything for this for the Ultra blockchain. If you found something, then feel free to comment this down below. I will then pin this comment down below this video. Now back to the topic of token supply, because this is in the end what really matters, right? Price is a function of demand versus supply. If we do not know the supply, we've got a problem. So let's have a look at this website. This is cryptorank.io, and it shows us in the token sale tab how much capital has Ultra raised. We got 5 million over here in 2019. We've got a private sale over here, 30K. Another private sale, 2.8 million, and a seed round for 3.3 million. All of those people made a quite nice return, 4 to 6x, when comparing those funding round prices to the current price. So have a look here at the right on this chart. 18% is owned by the core team. 15% is used for growth or probably marketing. There's content acquisition. There is IEO. There is others. And we also have the investors over here, venture capitalists. So what we can say from the get-go is that Ultra is not just a fairly launched coin, right? Ultra has investors, has a lot of backers, and that's why the token supply and those unlocks is so important. So let's have a look at Messari.io at the circulating supply chart here. This looks very odd. The circulating supply apparently raised to 828 million to then crash down to 265 million and is now slightly rising again. I'm not sure how reliable that data is, unfortunately. Now, there is an official article from July 2019, roughly when the money was raised, around the tokenomics. And over here, it states that all of the tokens are already circulating. Everything has unlocked. That's by January of 2022. But have a look. The circulating supply maximum here is at 583 million tokens. According to CoinMarketCap, though, the total supply is at 1 billion. So what's going on with all of those other tokens? Looking at the hard cap on chain, we see that it's 1 billion. Again, the same that CoinMarketCap states. And the author of this article even chatted with a team member, with Nicholas, the CEO. Now, things here look a bit fuzzy. He says that everything is already unlocked except 100 million tokens that will be unlocked once the user count reaches 1 million. I couldn't find the user count statistic either. If you know it, please post it down below. He's saying that the numbers don't match because some of the circulating supply hasn't moved much, and the algorithms of those websites might make a mistake. Why on earth, though, do we have 1 billion tokens when we just look at the blockchain? So you can probably see by now that I am very critical in my crypto analysis. I try to find the good and the bad. I try to be as objective as possible. We have talked about supply now ad nauseum. Let's look at the demand. who is buying here? And to be more exact, what could drive future purchases? This here is the Ultra.io GitHub repository. And if there's a lot of development on a project, if new products get launched, then this could drive demand at some point. So let's see how much activity there is by the programmers of this project. There was an update 5 days ago, another one here last week, another one 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It's not a dead project, but it's not hyperactive either. This looks pretty much just like maintenance to me. It doesn't look like a lot of new development is happening. Let's have a look at who's driving all of this. There's a dedicated team page. I would have expected this guy to be called Carl, but that's besides the point. The team looks quite competent. A lot of technical background, a lot of background in gaming as well. That's true for the founders. That's also true for other board members. So it does appear that not only the management is educated, but that they've also worked on the project for a long time. They're not swapping out management all the time. That's good. Now we are in an altcoin rally, and we are specifically in a gaming focused altcoin rally. So it's not really a surprise that Ultra is going up, but is there maybe some piece of news that's further pushing this up? Checking out the articles on Ultra.io, we don't find anything super impressive or particularly surprising. The Twitter accounts also, they are active, but they don't have any specific news around them that would justify this recent rally. And so if we can't find any news, maybe we can find the data on the blockchain. Let's have a look who's buying here. Is this the small retail people or is this the whales? Who is driving the demand? This is an analysis I do for pretty much any token on this channel. You can get access to this tool as well. It's available to the premium members. Plug in any Ethereum-based token in this tool and you see what is retail doing versus what are the whales doing. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 UOS tokens. So at the current price, that's $336. That's small retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. That's now $3,000. So you go a 10x from the left chart. We go another 10x for the right chart. That's now $30,000 worth of the token. Now, those are very, very long-term charts. The number of investors is growing. It's not growing as fast anymore for the whales, but nevertheless, long-term, it's growing. And so it's interesting seeing those charts when this is the long-term price chart, right? If the investor base is ever growing, but we see these kind of price crashes, then obviously somebody is cashing out. I want to see more transparency here by the Ultra team. I want to know who was cashing out and how much more money do they potentially have to further cash out. Is this a thing of the past, or could this potentially maybe in a smaller form happen again? Here's the token ownership. And yes, a lot of tokens are just in a few wallets. This was not a fairly launched coin and the distribution is still not very fair. Half the tokens pretty much are in just 3 wallets. Who owns those wallets and what's the development of the balance of those wallets? Are they buying? Are they selling? We've got 3 regular wallets that are unlabeled, each of them holding around 15%. We've got 2 smart contract wallets that own together roughly 15%. We've got a centralized exchange, KuCoin, with 3%. We've got Swissborg and again 2 regular wallets. Here is the balance development of the first wallet, slightly coming down in this year. Here's the second wallet, nothing moved since May of 2022. The third largest wallet, also rather reducing the balance. The fourth largest, which sold massively. We still have some tokens left, but most of selling has already happened. Maybe it's that wallet that caused the prior crashes. Next wallet, it's rather selling. Here we've got slight accumulation, quite constant accumulation. And here another one with no activity in the last years. What can we say from all of this? The tokenomics are very unclear. The token ownership is not fair. And the people that have a lot of tokens, or at least the wallets that have a lot of tokens, tend to rather distribute them, pushing pressure on the price. KuCoin has quite a stake in all of this. So 40% of trading volume in the last 24 hours happened on KuCoin. And yes, I do believe that a crypto gaming token of this size can rally for quite a while in this current market. The environment is very, very pro-crypto, is very, very much pro-crypto gaming. That being said, once the bull market just slows down slightly, I'm not sure how well the token can still hold up. UOS is pretty much a black box. It's pretty hard to see where the price is going if we can't know where the supply is going. Who's actually driving those more than 50% of the supply? If you found this useful, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's exclusive content in our Telegram. Feel free to join us. It's free. Link is down below.